Okay, so we're back.
Nope.
Supposedly we're live again. I don't know what happened.
Really bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Blame Joel. Can't do amazing.
Maybe we should take this whole contraption and just walk downstairs. Maybe the internet would be better down there.
I'm up for it.
We could try it, but nobody's on right now, so I don't know. Maybe we need to go over to Facebook because this isn't working. Well, here we are live at Strong Hearts, Syracuse, New York. I'm with Ellie. Ellie is a vegan runner, elite runner, but she won't say it, but she is. Okay, so back.
Oh yeah, Adriana's is back. I don't know why I like her. He was so pretty. 5K. Good for you, man. Those are hard. Seriously. It's the pain cave for like 3 days. That's a lot of time.
Hey again, guys. So yeah, our internet really, we couldn't get it working on the other one, so we're back here. So hopefully it's not dead. If it is, let us know and we can try to walk to a different location. But yeah, so let's get started. So you are you're an elite runner, but you've only been doing it for 2 years.
Well, probably a little longer than that. I think I ran my first marathon last May. And then I've run a couple halves before that, but I really think, yeah, it's only been like 2 or 3 years. But I mean, I ran like occasionally before that, but like I've only been like seriously running for like, yeah, probably 3 years. Just like following a training plan, like trying to get faster.
So what made you want to run in the first place?
Well, I ran track. Like in high school, I did volleyball, basketball, and track. But at track, I was not good. I really only did track because it was co-ed. And I can actually run a marathon at like a faster pace than I ran 800 meters. What that means, that's really bad. So I did track, so I knew how to run. And then I went to college and I played volleyball my first year at a Division II school. And just after I played volleyball since I was like 6, and I was just kind of like burnt out a little bit. And so I started running to release stress. And I don't know, I was just done with volleyball, so I needed something else to get my energy out. And then when I transferred schools, I didn't keep doing volleyball, so I just kept the running and yeah.
Adriana, her name is Ellie. And so you don't just run like 5Ks. You ran 50 miles without stopping.
Yeah.
So how often do you do that, and how long did it take you to be able to do something like that?
I didn't set out to really train to do a 50-miler. I just didn't start with 5K just because, like, honestly, I went into running, like, not really knowing anything. So there was a local half marathon in my town, and I just wanted to finish it. And so I've actually done that race, that same race. It's my favorite. It's the Ithaca Skunk Cabbage Classic. And the first time I did it, I just wanted to finish, and I got, like, around a 140 something. Which was, it's pretty good. I mean, it was good for then, and I was thrilled. And then like 2 years later, so I would say I wasn't serious then, and then like 2 years later, I ran it again and I won it. And that's probably when I started to be like, oh, maybe I should be a little more serious about this. So that's probably like, that was probably about 3 years ago. Yeah, 2015.
And you're on the A team for the Strong Hearts running team, which is our elite team. And so the first year I was the driver, and I'm doing it again this year. I'll be the driver. I'm the driver again. I was like a backup runner last year, but I didn't end up having.
I'm missing it.
Oh,
so there's this other race. It's actually another 50-miler, but because like, and we can get into this. My training hasn't been that. So if I feel like I'm not really ready for the 50, and like, cause people always, you guys, like there's like 60 of us or something. So like things come up and people drop out. And so if there's like at the last minute you need like another runner and I'm not running the 50, then I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll come and run.
And okay, and just to answer, Bob sent 3 emails. No, Bob, I actually forwarded your email to John, so I'll just check with him again. I know he's really busy, so I'll follow up on that. And so
Adriana, I run and then I run to the fridge. Like that's a huge thing. It's like the balance between running and eating is like you run all the miles, you need to eat all the things.
Yep.
And that's something that like it's still like hard. And Laura Klein, who's another elite runner who lives in Syracuse now, she and I like we try like we discuss this a lot. Like it's a really big balance, like to be able to run and eat.
Is the audio still cracking for you guys? We're not on the best Wi-Fi right now. We can't seem to stream it without the Wi-Fi. So
It could just be my voice. I'm a little sick.
no, I think the Wi-Fi here isn't the best. But yeah, so how long have you been a vegan?
4 years this past January. I didn't know the date. I just know it was in January sometime.
Do you notice a difference with your recovery time and stuff, like when you are running, when you did track in high school, and then when you're running now? Being a vegan?
Yes, but caveat. I started being vegan, and when I started running, like I went vegan for ethical reasons, not for anything else. But like at this, like veganism and then like training. When I got serious about training, I sort of went vegan at the, like a little before, but like kind of the same time. So like I got better by the nature of like actually has been great. I've made mistakes like everybody else, but I'd say that like it wasn't like a causal relationship. It was more like they're sort of correlated, like just they happened around the same time. So.
And I know that for the Strong Hearts running team, because we all had the V Power shirts on and 200-mile relay. So we have a team of 12 that pass on to the next person and they run 200 miles. It's pretty cool. And I remember it was kind of like making fun of vegans. And by the end of that one, and then last year, everybody kind of knows the vegans were like ahead of everyone else. And we made like 3rd place out of everybody the first year.
Yeah, I have like almost all of my Ragnar medals are like either 1st or 2nd.
That's
so
crazy. And this is like people all over the country, all over the world, really. They can all join. And so we've done, the ones I've been to were the Adirondack one and the Cape Cod one. And it was really amazing. I got to meet some great people that I was stuck in a van with for 24 hours.
It sounds terrible, but it's like awesome.
It is. And I did videos of all of these. So if you want to go check my videos of Ellie when she's done and she's eating like a big peanut butter.
Oh my God, that was like, I don't care if anybody else eats this because I brought this for me. It's like a Costco-sized jar of peanut butter.
And Bob wants to know what proteins do you use. Do you mean like protein powders or that kind of thing? Like what do you, like when you run, what's your normal day? Like if you're going to, do you run in the morning?
Yeah. So I'm in the morning, just the nature. So I grew up on a farm, so I always
right.
And so yeah, I run in the morning, and then after my run, I eat breakfast, and then either it depends on my work schedule, because then I'll like go to work, and then when I'm like in a training segment, I might have like a second run or a lift or like a cross train. It depends really on the day. But yeah, so I'll run first, and then I eat, and then I go to work, and then I eat throughout the day, and then I come home. And
do you want to maybe move this to another location? Maybe we can get better internet out here in the hallway by the window. Okay, so. Okay, so we move location. Just let us know if it's better or worse. Yeah, but we're kind of sitting. Maybe we could sit over here. We'll grab another chair in there. Sorry, guys. Oh, the internet in 2017 isn't good. How about we do this? This is the hallway where I film like a zombie.
Oh, you do film in this hallway? That's kind
I
of cool.
did. I did a big zombie video at
Cool.
here at Strongheart.
I've watched so many of the videos. They're all sweet.
So hopefully this is better. We got better. The sun's coming right in. Actually, it's a really cloudy day. But that's what Syracuse is about.
It really is. All right.
You want the hoodie? Wait, my hoodie? My hoodie?
You want the hoodie that everybody is wearing in every
that
video.
one. That's a great one.
Yeah.
I have mine in my car.
It's really funny because so we're all in. If you're in Strongheart, we can back up maybe. There we go, better. So if you're in Stronghearts, we're in this Facebook group that's closed, but every picture everybody posts, we all have the hoodie on. I wear it every day. I'm not gonna lie. It's and then each race you get a new one. So now I have 2. So there's no excuse for me not to wear it, and they're just so comfy. And
did you show them exactly what your shirt says?
Oh, yeah. This is the hoodie, and then the back is actually even cooler. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet.
And then there's different designs each year. So there's another one that has all the animals around there.
Yeah. And because we get sponsors from different vegan companies, which is cool. This last one, everybody's excited because you got some vegan jerky sponsor, and so everybody loved that. We all ate that. That was the first thing to go in the van. Yeah, that were good. But if you guys want and at Starbucks Cafe or whatever, or even
the team grew from just a few, one team, to now it's over 100 people.
Yeah.
And people are just signing up, and
we want to take over.
It's an all vegan team. It's great. And then all the proceeds go to an animal sanctuary the day after.
I'm going to that.
You will?
Tamerlane, yeah.
Okay, Sierra's going to Tamerlane.
But we've also done our hen house and Catskill Animal Sanctuary and other things. It's really cool. It's neat to be part of a fundraiser.
The Chicks one? This one is
that's kind of cool.
This one is from actually the pro skater Mike Vallely. This was his graphic for his board. He's actually a vegan. He sent me the shirt. It says, "Please don't eat my friends."
Oh, that's cool.
And it's all the little chicks. But it's not a hoodie. It's a T-shirt. I'm actually under this. I'm wearing my my vegan zombie hoodie. Vegan zombie.
Nice.
So yeah. But it's comfortable, and I usually wear that for a layered piece of clothing. Right now it's about 45 degrees here in Syracuse. It's not freezing, not warm.
Yeah, it's that odd. And it's kind of wet, so you're just it's kind of that odd temperature.
Yeah.
Syracuse.
So, and what would be your day of what would you eat before you run, and what would you eat after you run?
So it depends on the run. A lot of times I go fasted, so that just means that when I'll just start running before I've ate anything. I'll drink something, or maybe have half a banana or whatever. Because a lot of my runs, I don't run 50 miles every day at all. It's usually between 5 and 8. And then I'll come back and I'll have a big breakfast. So normally oatmeal or toast, and I just put tons of. I love peanut butter. I actually have an almond butter sponsor, so yeah. And so I put tons of that in, and just different things. I any topping you can imagine. I stir in there, and then I usually have fruit, and then that's after my first or only run a day. And then when I go to work, usually I'll have I usually sip on smoothie or I work at Stronghearts on the hill, so not the cafe where we are now, but there's another location. That's where I work, and
right up there by Syracuse University.
Yeah, up that hill. And so we have a lot of smoothies. But then also there might be a mistake or something, or something that a sandwich that was something that was wrong with
and you'll eat it.
And I'll just eat it. Yeah. And that's kind of fun. So but that's one thing that I need to remember also, especially just moving here, is my job is really, it's kind of an endurance race as it is. Not a race, but it gets pretty intense there. So you just for me during the day, it's just to remember that I do need to usually be eating something before and after, and then for lunch I'll have one of our sandwiches. It's just on the menu. And then I get home, and if I have a second workout or run, I'll do that. And then I have dinner, which is usually a like I'm like I love all the fake stuff, but like I'm a rice and beans girl at heart. Like I could have that every day. Like rice, beans, nutritional yeast, and salsa. If I had every day, I'm happy. So it's either that or big bowl of pasta, and I usually have dessert at night, which is for like I don't have an oven anymore, unfortunately. So a lot of times my dessert is like a Lara bar or a Cliff bar with tons of peanut butter on it. So that's my day.
We got a bunch of questions that just popped up, and I think we might be late or something. Can you guys hear us a little better out here? Or anything? Strong Hearts is an all vegan restaurant. Made them actually the wrong thing, and they wanted something different or something like that.
Yeah, like we have different tofu. And so if somebody is like, I want this, but I want like seitan instead of tempeh, and we accidentally made it wrong. Like normally that's me. A lot of my coworkers are like, they've been there for like a while. So, but or like they don't want peanut butter in their smoothie, which crazy. But like it'll just be something like that.
Bob wants to know. First, Bob likes our tofu scramble. I love that recipe also. Tofu scramble all day. And then he says, how hard were the transitions from carnivore to vegetarian to vegan? Well, for me, I went vegetarian overnight. It wasn't hard at all. It was very new to me, so I had to learn what to eat, and that's pretty much when I started cooking. I was 14 years old, and then when I learned enough information about the industry and stuff, I went vegan overnight as well. So yeah, for me it was easy. What about for you?
I'd say it was easy. I think it probably took like 6 months from vegetarian to vegan, just because I didn't eat like dairy products that much, but like I didn't want to throw things away. I have like a really problem with like eating things or like throwing things away in general. Like I'll use fire food, I don't care. And so for me, it was just like I had like I think it was like the last thing to go for me was like Chobani yogurt, because I had a lot of it because like I bought it when I was on sale, and then I knew that I was making this transition, but I was like, I'm just gonna finish it, and I'm not just gonna throw this away. So that's really the reason that it took me like longer than it did. But really, I started my journey when I listened to the Ritual podcast with Gene Bauer, who Gene Bauer owns Farm Sanctuary. Yeah, and so like when I heard that, I didn't believe what he said was true, but like I read everything, so I looked it up and I was like, oh, this is disgusting. I'm getting lied to, and I think more like what pissed me off was just that I felt like lied to, and so that's when my journey started, and it was like almost just like 4 or 5 years ago.
Uncle Bob says, give you a hug. You rock. Hug. And Adriana says that her transition was super easy. At 19, a few hundred. Oh, so you're a vampire too, and went vegan. And
oh yeah, she likes the nutritional yeast. It's my favorite thing. Like it's just so good. Like I don't even really.
You can just throw it in anything.
Seriously though, like even people, we put it in like our French toast batter. I love it. It's so good.
Put it in anything. Even it doesn't call for it.
No.
You can put it in your water. Probably not, but.
I don't know. It'd be gross. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure.
So how is the broadcast? Be honest. Is it okay right now, or are we still glitching up? I'm gonna have to say next time if it's still glitching, we just don't do it here.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know.
Where do you and John do it?
Usually John's house or my house, where we have a good Wi-Fi connection.
Well, next time I'll just go to your house or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't see, unless you guys are asking more questions, I don't up and not sure everything, and then I'll show like questions at once. So
is Uncle Bob like? Do you know him?
No.
Okay.
No, but Bob talked to us before, and sent us a couple emails and stuff like that.
Nice.
So I don't know. So we're gonna do a YouTube video as well here. So if you guys, if it is glitchy for you, just be on the lookout for that. That'll go on my YouTube channel, and
Okay.
obviously it won't be.
That's choppy.
Hug from Adriana.
Love that. Wait, Adriana, how old are you?
Yeah, Adriana, I said you must be a vampire too, like myself.
That's my name is that conversation. That's true.
Well, we can't hear you, but we can see your comments there, Adriana, and all your heart eyes. I'm really sorry if it's really choppy and it doesn't sound good. There's nothing worse than trying to watch a video that just keeps glitching out.
37. Oh, well, I mean, veganism must be working for you if you look so young.
Adriana, same here. A lot of people think I'm in my 20s or early 30s, but I'm not. I'm older than you, actually. 23 years. I've been vegetarian 27.
Oh, wow.
We got some singing going on back there,
that's
though.
good.
But yeah, downstairs, we're in the above section of Strong
We're a lot
Hearts.
clearer now, says Shy. All right. How's your running going? You started to run. You were like pretty
Yeah,
pumped.
yeah. I can't run 50 miles, but
Yet.
I was never a runner. I couldn't run more than like half a mile, like when I was younger too. And then like a few years ago, I started running, and I was able to do a mile and then two, and like so. Right now, the most I've actually ever ran without stopping, which is huge for me, was a little over 6 miles. And I got to that.
I remember that. You
Yeah.
posted about that, and we were all like, "That's awesome."
I got to that. I went out that night only intending to run 1 mile and 2 miles. So I went for 3, and I'm like, well, if I do 4, that'll be the most I've ever ran. It was only 3. So I ran 4, and then I hurt my foot, but I kept going, and then I kind of ran it off. And then I got to this point where you probably know it well, more than I do, but I got to that point probably around 4.5 or 5 miles where I felt like I wasn't even in my body anymore, and I was just going. It was like tunnel vision.
Feels great.
And I couldn't feel like, the pains in my body. It was just like, I was just running. And then finally I got to 6 miles, and it was the most I've ever ran. My friend, and we've been running on the parkway, and we'll run 2 miles down where there's like a playground, and I'll do some pull-ups and dips, and then we'll run back. So we run about 4 miles.
That's cool.
And I did that a few times last week. Adriana, a little bit older than you. So I'm about 4 years older than you.
I'm 25. I'm a little younger.
Okay, so I'm glad that it's super clear right now. So maybe more people will join. You guys can also invite your friends to join too. And of course, this will be on YouTube. So, hi, Yuval. And Shai says it's a lot clearer now too. So that's good. We've been going now for 23 minutes. You could be running this whole time, but. And so you here recently from Ithaca. And so do you like it here?
I do like warming up to it a little bit more literally because when I moved, so basically I ran a 50 miler and then I moved a week, and so it was really like a big transition because I came back from California and I picked up and moved. I was super happy. Like I love working at Strong, great, and I was really happy that Joel you through the team at the on Hill, and she's really good.
Yeah, you have some singer in the back.
Yeah, she's been doing background music for her.
Yeah.
And then when I got here, like after I took a pretty big off season after that race, which I mean that's just what you do, yes. And then it was of course really cold and good.
Can you guys hear that?
Like if you can't, you're missing out. There's but anyway. So cold and snowy, and so then coming back to running was all kind of difficult just because it's a lot different different than Ithaca. Like Ithaca, New York, it's like crunchy, hippie little town, and I knew everybody, and I knew where to run. And then when I got here, I had taken a month off, and then I was trying to start up again, but it was cold, and I didn't know where to go. And a lot of people, are telling me like where not to go because it's dangerous, and then just not as much time that I would have or like to run. So that was a transition, and I think that getting into like the warmer months and just getting more comfortable here, things will get better. But since I moved here, my running hasn't been that ideal, which is fine. It just is what it is. But I mean, I do like it. Like I have a lot of friends here, and I like my job, and it was a good move. It needed to happen, and yeah, so it's been really good.
That's awesome. And you like working at Strong Hearts on the Hill?
Yeah, it's really fun.
You're like their social media person, right?
I am a social media person, so all the pictures on our Instagram and Facebook, and some of the misspellings, that's me.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, that's the next I was going to talk about.
Oh,
So
here, I'll
your
Instagram.
Instagram chat, and also you have a blog.
Yeah, so I think.
Walking, walking. I just recently on The Walking Dead about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so I tried, I couldn't get it.
No?
No, I tried.
You watch it from the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
Those are the ones. The first 2 seasons, I feel like.
So I think the reason is like it was just like really gory, and then also like the zombies walk really slow, and I'm like, if you just ran, you'd catch him. Like I was like,
Yeah.
and so I'm not into the gore thing very much at all. So that's why, and also I don't have that much time to watch TV, and if I wanted to get invested, I really need to get invested. The following is 24.
Oh, did you?
I saw that. I'm watching the new
It's so good.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad I replaced Kiefer Sutherland or Jack Bauer. He's getting too old.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I saw the first 2 episodes of the new one.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's not like it's definitely like different, but I mean, it keeps me entertained. I feel like I have to watch it just because like.
And if a vegan person dies, will the vegan zombie eat human flesh? The vegan zombie won't eat. The vegan zombie is a vegan. No.
Oof.
Zombies in your studio.
There are like zombie 5Ks, and there's a zombie app.
Yeah, there is.
Have you tried it?
No, somebody told me about it.
I don't take my phone when I run, so I probably
do.
never try it. I mean, I just don't, like my phone is kind of big, and I just don't want it to like fall or whatever. Like I already broke my first case, so.
Not good.
Yeah.
So the vegan zombie was a concept where the meat and the dairy were the reason why people were getting infected with the zombie virus, and the main star of the show was a vegan. Okay, so this is the movie script that I wrote, and so I have like a whole scientific breakdown of what happens and everything when they were bit. But because he was a vegan for so long, when he actually gets bit by the zombie, he gets bit by a zombie, okay? So he starts changing into a zombie, but because he had been vegan for so long and he didn't eat any meat or dairy, kind of stops the transformation. So he's kind of half zombie he still has his personality and he's still a vegan, and the zombies won't attack him now because he's kind of a zombie, but kind of not. So that was kind of like the influence behind the concept of vegan zombie, the cooking show.
I just actually that's really sweet. Actually, I didn't know that. I just saw this like a script for it was on this like it's called the Vegan Warrior Princesses Attack. It's a podcast, but then there's also like a group. I'm part of the group, and they posted about this like film screenplay that's like it's like set in the future where like eating like meat and dairy and animal products is like what were we like they talk going back and like you can get arrested if you like eat those products. I don't know too much about it, but it sounds like it like actually came out or something. I'll have to send you the link to this.
Yeah, definitely. And Shai wants to know, did you ever make the movie? I never made the movie. I made
You
a
needed
trailer for the
a
movie.
leading star, and I'm right here.
Right.
I had to move to Syracuse first.
So I completely want to make the movie at some point. Cooking show is kind of like my way to practice, um, editing to make the movie. And what happened was the movie got put on the back burner, and cooking show became the thing that I was doing. So yeah, someday I still want to do the movie. But we did some pretty good zombie skits. Actually, we did one where we are right now, this hallway here. There was a bunch of zombies, and that was a really fun day. We got on the roof of the building and everything, and you can see that with the
Egg tray. And it was so good. Ugh, I could eat one every day.
Maddox83, creative stuff you imagine here. Thank you. Such a vegan zombie hottie. Thank you.
Now that she knows you're like close in age to her, she's gonna reach out.
Reach out in touch. So. Remember that AT&T commercial? Well, you probably don't because you're too young, but she does.
Probably.
I don't know. If there's any more questions?
I don't know. You said you had questions about running, or I don't know.
I think you've answered most. Like, how do you build up to be able to sustain and keep running 5 miles, 10 miles, like without stopping?
I think like you said, you build up slowly. Like, and even when I come back from a break, like I do walk run. Like I go really slow. Like you really have to build it up. But like as you keep going, your body remembers it. So like the next time you run 6 miles, it's gonna be easier. And like, and so you just build up slowly. And then one thing that I need stress, and like I don't do this very well. It's like the hardest for runners. Once you get into what you do, is like you need to remember that like rest is really important and recovery. And so like so every season is going to be a little bit easier. Every time you build up, it's going to be a little bit easier just because your body remembers. But to run 50 miles, I didn't plan that actually. So I ran my first marathon, which is 26 miles last May. So it hasn't even been a year yet, and I haven't run another one since then. But then after May, I took off, and then I started training a little bit during the summer, and I actually planning to get faster to do half marathons. And that's like what my training group was kind of.
What's your personal record for doing 1 mile?
Oh, I have no idea. I've never done.
Oh, no.
I think my 5 mile like recorded on Strava, which if you don't know what that is, it's like I think 5:20.
Amazing.
I don't know where it was. It could have been downhill, yeah, but that's just what it says. But I've never actually ran. Like I've never ran an all-out 5K or an all-out 10K or an all-out mile. But so after that marathon, I sort of took some time off, and then I started back up training. But like the summer was weird. It was just really hot, and I felt like for this period of time something was going on. I just couldn't get hydrated. I ended up having this like epic bonk, which is like, do you know what a bonk is?
No, it's when you like lose energy. And
yeah, like I was on. Luckily, like I knew where I was, and like I just like completely like crashed into the wall, and I like hobble jogged to this local Burger King, and they gave me Coke like for free, which is so nice, and I drank it and managed to get home. Like that's the only way I got home, was drinking that Coke. And yeah, at a Burger King. Like, and I never like the only time I've been in this Burger King is when I need to go on my runs, like my shot. And I don't know. And so then I got home, and then I realized like that just wasn't working. So then Ian, who I mentioned before, who works at running, and he's also like kind of like my running mentor. He race directs a couple races, and one of them was a 50K, which is like 30 something miles. And so I just kind of wanted to do that just for like, I mean, I I wasn't getting faster, but I still knew I could run like a long time, even if it's at a slow pace. So I decided to do that. And that was really fun. That was my first one. I actually did it with a couple of my vegan power teammates, and I won that. And then a month later, I did another one, and that was just because the race was really cheap. Like a lot of times, I sign up for races because it's cheap. Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
And so I signed up for that, and I did that, and I won that one too. Which these are smaller. They're not like this is not like the Boston Marathon. This is like smaller races. And then Ian from the running store, he was like. He had like an in to the race director at the North Face 50-mile championships in California. So me and Laura Klein and other elite racers, we like went out to California, which that's the first time I've been on a plane, like first time doing anything like that.
Were there any snakes on it?
No,
Okay.
thank God. Like, because I love all animals, but snakes can have their environment and I can have mine. And so we ran that, and that was my first 50 miles. So I did not plan on it. Like I literally like found out about that not even a month before it happened. But because of like just the stars sort of on the line, just how my training was, like doing those 250 Ks was like practice for the 50 miler. Run 50 miler. You really don't run that far. Because like the last like 20 or the last like probably 20% of any ultra, it's like that you just keep going and then you finish and it's great. So that was just kind of the progression, and then after that I took my off season and here I am.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's like it's really progression, and like seriously for a couple of years probably it would like I mean, if I had waited a couple more years to do my first ultra, that would have been fine too. Like, I'm not trying to race against the clock here. Like, I mean, stuff like that just because, like, running an ultra, it's a party. Like, everybody talking, like, you get miles on these races, and it's like a buffet of food, and, like, there's chairs, and people are talking. You can sit and hang out for a while. Like, some races, like, I know this sounds crazy, they're, like, and some people even take a nap these days, and then they get up, keep going. Like it's nuts. But it sounds really fun. So, did we lose it?
No, we're still on.
Oh, and so it's just kind of like a community. Like the running community is just really supportive, and it's really fun. And everybody like loves each other. So, it's just. Yeah, it's just something that I'm attracted to. But like also with what I've realized moving to Syracuse is like I might need to reassess some priorities of mine just because I don't know where to go very much, and it is kind of a city, and like there are some trails around which are nice, but I'm not as familiar. It's like a little bit difficult to train for ultras. So I don't know. I'm only 25. Or ultras is like between 30 and 40 years old. Like that's when you're. She's gonna do really good. But a couple more years, and yeah. So it's really.
Brianna wants to know how far Syracuse is from Queens.
Like 3 hours?
It's about.
Every weekend it's 3 hours.
3 hours? No, I've tried the fastest route, even like doing like 90, going to New York, and it's still 4 hours. Yeah. Bob wants to know power run or long strides. Do you power run or long strides?
Some parts if you have in ultras you walk like power. Yeah, and you like if it's like super technical or just tired, so you walk some, and that's more efficient than running. Like you're gonna get farther if you walk. So yeah, I actually practiced that today. I went to Tinker Falls. Have you been there?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I usually go there all the time in the summer, and sometimes and just hike all the way to the top.
Yeah. Like I had never been there, and so I went there today, and I like hiked up, and then I like try to jog down, but it's like you need to like. It sounds like weird to say you need yourself to run downhill, but it's when you get to the technical trails, you really need to do practice X. You're gonna fall. Like it's not like an easy like oh downhill I'm just gonna coast. It's like oh there's a rock and I'm gonna fall. Like in my 50 miler, I like had a couple brushes where I could have fallen off a cliff and it was scary, but like luckily I didn't. So
You can see us. Okay. So you couldn't see us before, or we? No. Adriana says, "You guys watch Mommy Tang?" No, I have seen one of her videos. I've seen a couple of her videos, but I don't usually watch.
power runs with no, I've never carried weights when I run. No,
Oh, that would be, yeah.
that'd be. Oh, I don't know what I mean.
But I was talking to John that we should do another YouTube video where we just order food at a restaurant and just
Oh,
work.
can I? That'd be.
So, say, um, she's like queen of the
I'm
mukbang
working
video.
to do. If you guys want to do it at 8, I could do it at 8.
Sunday, do I don't, well, the big thing is trying to get him to be able to do it.
Oh,
He's
right.
always working.
Oh, Adriana, I did type in my
Which veg
Instagram,
fest?
Twitter, and you my blog a bit ago. Did you get that? Yeah.
So
my blog, I'll write it right now.
and next month I'll be going to eat vegan in California at the Rose Bowl. So if you guys are there,
That sounds so
that would
fun.
be cool. To the last few, they're really
I loved all your videos from, what was it, Expo West? Is that where you were?
Expo West.
That was awesome.
awesome.
I was like living vicariously.
And I'll probably be at the Vegan Street Fair in New York coming up in June, I think.
Oh, wait. Right. When is that?
June, I think it's June 10th or something around there.
Oh, cool. Because that's like the week. So there's like, that's the week after Ragnar.
Yeah, because Ragnar is June 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think there's a Veg Fest out in, well, there's one this month in LA, but I think there's also one in like Boston.
I've only been to one Veg Fest. I went to the DC one a while ago. Like 2 years ago.
June 10th, I believe, it's 10th or 11th, I think it's the 10th, is
Mommy Tang, we're gonna have to look.
well, Mommy Tang does mukbang videos. She sits there and she eats tons of food, and she got her little kid there, and yeah, that's a
Oh,
thing.
that's weird. Is that like that's a thing?
Yeah, people love watching people eat food,
That's real weird.
I guess. So
Mm.
we've been eating when we do our Tuesday lives, John and I, because dinner time. We usually just have, and it's Tuesday, so we have burritos.
Are you taco or burrito versus burrito?
Oh, both. I mean, right now I could either be.
Both, every
I'm
day.
hungry, so it could be. Yeah. It says yes, Veg Fest on the 30th. There's one in LA, but isn't there one in Boston as well?
Eating show. So like, what's the allure? Like, tell me about this.
I don't know. People just love to sit there and see what you're eating and see how it tastes as you're talking about it. And
But it has to be like a lot of food.
usually, yeah, it's a
Like,
bunch.
are
It's a
people
bunch.
like
It's a
competitive?
bunch
Is
of
this like
food.
competitive?
No, I don't think it's competitive. They're not shoving it down their throats and stuff like
Oh,
that. It's
okay.
just, they got like big portions of like all different food. And
Oh.
I think the one I saw, she was eating like a ton of chicken nuggets. So she was eating those, and her kids were picking some too.
Like vegan.
Well, vegan.
Okay, I
chicken
was
nuggets.
like, why did you
All
watch
vegan.
that? Well, one time I watched this like Sid Garza Hillman video, and he had like a really big salad bowl.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the same thing? Sid Garza Hillman, the guy from Mendocino.
Well, yeah. If you're anything that you're eating on is
He was like,
pretty much
he was
a,
making a joke like it was like
Oh.
this is his version of a salad, like, and it was like a huge bowl.
Thanks for watching, Bob. Ingleston. Bike ride tomorrow early. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Well, okay, eating with a friend. Okay.
If you guys want us to do that, go down and like order food. and I've done it cafe, and this was on a Facebook Live kind of thing.
Okay, so I have sort of heard about this Nick guy. Is he like not
Oh no, he's not vegan.
not vegan anymore? Sad about it. I don't know. It's like some other vegan like YouTube.
Yeah, so you're like chilling with a frosted coast.
What he eats in the United States. Okay. One time I saw this thing and I kind of want to do it. It it wasn't like a specifically vegan channel called Mountain Outpost, and this guy and his day went to 3 different Chipotles in their town. They like ran to them, and they had to get like a burrito and a drink and eat it, and then run to the next one. The third one, they were like almost die. I can't keep going.
You're so full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chipotle has pretty big burritos. I can eat one.
Yeah. Yeah. They are big. When they're being generous, like, she's in a bad mood. She gave me a small one. Yeah, that sucks. Everybody else getting pissed. I'll stand here. I don't really care. I don't know what's going on. I'm really low blood sugar, and they were like so happy that I wasn't complaining. They gave me free walk. I was like,
and Hodo Soy makes their pitas, and they're really good.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So
We get our soy, which is where I'm from. We make our so fun fact. Where I work, we make our own. They don't. It doesn't. It's both good, but I'm just fun fact. And steak's really hard. It's a pain in the butt to make.
I'm getting hungry, and like Strong Hearts is directly below me right now, so I don't know. It's special this month.
The po' boy or the
po'
hippy
boy.
dippy. I've had the hippy dippy. Because it was everything.
That's a wrap, though, right?
Yeah.
I want. Yeah.
Like everything that I like.
Yeah, I got that too, but I want the. I think I want the po' boy. But I've been eating so good lately, almost all raw.
Tomorrow after I get done working.
Oh my god.
Because Dad wanted me to work from 4 to 11, but I was like, I can work from 4 to 8. Because after 8, I just can't. When you're running or at 6 in the morning, you can't do anything. You have to stay at 8 p.m. Like, well, you can, but it's not the best work.
Oh, she's singing in.
It's sincere, obviously.
Oh, probably.
Like, she's not just like cleaning or something.
Yeah, this building has not only Strong Hearts, it's got like a yoga and a massage place over there.
Yeah.
And then it's got a lot of empty rooms where we can film zombie movies, which we did.
That's cool. I kind of want to, like, when you do the next one, I kind of want to watch.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could be an extra. You could be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if that went through. No, it's not. Oh, there it goes. It worked.
Yeah, it was just like lagging a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
I know, she's like sing some like theme music or something. So when people ask you, what do you I know that there are tons of like would you start as like
because that's my main name on YouTube. So I make I don't know, creative content creator,
okay,
social media influencer, that kind of thing.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Yeah, okay. I just always wonder what people like who make money just like making videos, like this person makes money just eating in front of the camera.
Well, in order to make money solely off your videos, you need to get a lot of views. I don't have that many views compared to that. Okay. Although I'm doing this with the Vegan Zombie channel, I don't have views that I could be like, oh, yeah, because that's just not the case.
Yeah.
So many people, the way I do it, they have many different of revenue, you know. So
that's cool.
I mean, I make my t-shirts at my house, and I have my own cookbook and ebook, and so yeah, just a whole bunch of different things.
Okay, that's cool. I always wonder that because like I have a blog, but I'm not like a blogger, I guess I would say. Like I'm not trying to monetize or anything, but I know like you're supposed to have different streams of income with the blog and stuff like that. Just the courses that I've taken or things that I've seen online.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to start unless you're lucky and like get like viral videos and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
other than that, it's like, yeah, it's a long road, and you know, by any means rich or anything like that. I'm kind of struggling, but at least I'm doing what I've worked hard to do all these years because I guess I've been doing it for 8 years now. For the first 7, I put everything into it, like all of my savings, everything, my 401, everything, just because I was so passionate about a dream, making it a reality.
Mhm.
So yeah, it took a lot
That's
to be
cool.
able
Like
to do that.
I definitely have like found new products and stuff from your channel, so it definitely
Thank you.
works. Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys don't. I don't know if there's anything else through here and we're glitching or not, but I don't see any more comments. So if that's it, then thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being on the show, Ellie.
You're welcome.
And be sure to look for a YouTube video with Ellie. And
And I post occasionally on my blog. It used to be more regular, but I don't have time to do that anymore. And also,
you used to make some YouTube videos too.
I made like 2, but I just don't. That's not my game. Like, and I need to stick to what my game is. And so my random like vegan running and sometimes random rants are what my blog is. And
There you
my
go.
Instagram is a lot of like you'll see like what the food that we serve at Strong Hearts or just sometimes running stuff or I don't know. I put a video of a snail in there the other day. That was pretty cool.
There you go. Snap.
So yeah, find me there and say hello.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you soon.